Right.
Hello.
Okay,
are you doing it? Go for it.
Okay, we'll give you the intro and then I'll
for
just
it.
go straight into the questions. I said you give
Oh,
the intro.
okay. Right.
I could keep, like, not even joking, these are the good bits.
Yeah,
You
these
should
are the
keep,
good
honestly, you
bits.
should keep these bits in. And like when you're like going, oh, what bit was that? Honestly,
we do usually keep those
yeah,
bits
they are
in,
the good
so
bits.
it's quite funny.
So we're back for another episode, episode 13.
With special guest Karl.
Special guest Karl. Hello, from Malicious Compliance.
Yep, Malicious Compliance, which is your new
My
band.
new band, yes.
Yep, we'll go straight to Karl and he can explain his little baby.
Yeah. It was kind of just born out of a lot of frustration of not being able to do kind of the things I liked, the stuff that I sort of wanted to do. And I realised that actually, I really can, and I have the expertise to do it, so I should just get on with it, start writing, start doing the things that I enjoy. And before I know it, there was like 4, 5, 6 songs just being banked up and recorded.
Yeah.
And then once I found out, I can get myself down to a studio and record all the vocals and that myself, I was like, I've actually got something here. This is quite good. So yeah, look to release it. And
didn't even realise that you didn't have a band when I first listened to the music.
Right.
It's
Okay.
I think I listened to Space first.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that's my favourite.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Listened to Space and I was like, there's got to be a band here. And then obviously actually properly looked into you and your work. That sounded really weird.
No, that's fine.
Looked into your work and I was like, holy shit, this guy's like producing and making his own music.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was all you.
So the idea, I wanted to market it as a band from day one, because I knew once I'd realised that actually I've got something here and I want to get it out there and I want to record it and release it. I realised that there's a lot of artists out there that kind of have 1 or 2 people that are driving most of the creative vision, and then they have people who sort of like are friends or whatever who are there to kind of play and do their bit on stage and contribute in other ways. And I kind of thought to myself, well, if I market it that way, when we are in a position to start going live, playing venues and things like that, then I can start pushing it as a band.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always sort of front loaded with this idea of, okay, I'm going to market it as a band and then figure the rest out later. And that was the
just
whole...
wing the rest of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Luckily for you found band members pretty quick.
Yes.
And
yes.
I introduced you to Ant.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Found Ant his little band.
Hi.
I think Ant's pretty happy coming into this.
Yep.
I think, we'll be honest, I think at first you weren't entirely sure, because you were like, wanted to do your own project, and I was like, no, go do this, trust me, he's good.
I had eyes for obviously just doing my own thing. I was like, I just want to lead and do my own thing, have my own rules.
Mm.
And then obviously got introduced to you. And I was like, thought about it, I was like, oh, should I join it? Because I was having issues with finding members, and I had a drummer, I just needed a singer at that point, but then drummer left, I was like, I can't be bothered now.
I can't be asked.
It takes a long time. It's just like, I just want to get back on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So then obviously you were like, originally didn't want a bass player.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I think I was talking to you for about 3 weeks prior, just to get a feel for everything. And then did the rehearsal and it clicked.
Yeah, clicked straight away.
Yeah, it was we all gelled well, vibed. It was a great time.
Especially
really
with
good.
Sam, the guitarist. You two are best buds.
The first rehearsal we had was a sweaty mess.
Yeah.
Like, I think my t-shirt was completely just drenched in just bass player ooze.
Bass player ooze. Bass player juice. I went to your second rehearsal as well, which was quite recent.
Yes.
I mean, what was it, 4 hours, I think?
Yes.
Yeah.
4 hours, yeah.
6 to 10.
And that is a long time to practice. And afterwards, none of them seemed tired at all.
No.
None of you seemed tired. I was
No.
like, they're going to smash it. Like, as soon as they get out there, gigging, doing big festivals, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not even going to faze you. There's so much energy you have. You're, like I said earlier, like a little rabbit,
Working out, trying to keep yourself fit.
Yeah.
It's
important.
helping. Basically,
Important to be fit.
I sit in a van all day, so it just helps. Go for a run or do a workout or circuit or whatever you need to do. It just helps with stamina, durability, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Do you do a lot of running as a vocalist?
I would say I used to keep myself fitter than I have done for the last year or so. Been a little bit off, kind of fallen off the horse a little bit with that. But I think, to be honest, for me, it's more about, like, I generally have quite a lot of energy anyway. So for me, it's more about conserving it. Because what I tend to do and what I have done and what you've seen me do is get 2.5 songs in, which is not long for malicious compliance songs.
Yeah, they're very short songs.
Yeah, and so and then I'm gassed out, and I've really pushed myself way more than I needed to. So it's more about just, I'm generally quite an energetic person anyway. It's about conserving it, just keeping it sort of like, steady throughout.
Yeah.
But no, I don't look after myself as much as I should.
But it is important to look after yourself in bands like this.
You're trying to now, though, aren't you? You're trying
to
trying to balance that sort of gym life, work ethic thing.
Well, I mean, about a year ago, see, when I started all this, it kind of completely overtook everything else I was doing. So if I was, I was doing my normal 9-5, and then either going straight like to the gym, or I'd go home, cook myself like a nice dinner, and then go gym later or whatever. Whereas now it's like I get home, I'm like Mac, work, like Logic, work,
Constant work.
and I'm just on the music thing. Whether it's it could be emailing people, it could be putting together promos, it could be content, replying to comments. Or
sounds like you need a manager.
It does, doesn't it? Feels like I need money to have a manager.
Yeah, that is a good point as well.
But or it is just writing and recording and making the music itself. That's it's another task, and it's not to say that I can't make time to do everything I want to. It's just kind of setting that routine up, and that's the bit I'm struggling with at the moment.
I think next one I want to ask about is social media, TikTok. How did you figure out the algorithm? Because TikTok is a massively important thing for bands, I think, especially
it is. It's
up and rising bands.
It's like it's the discovery platform at the moment, and it was realising that every time I post something, it goes out to new people. That was as soon as I realised that, I started to tailor the content that I put out every day as if it wasn't my followers seeing it, but it was a whole new audience. Yeah. And as soon as I figured out that, I was like, okay, this is a brand new audience every single time. It's like I need to treat it like it's the first time they're hearing the music, like and then that way, it captures more people, and the algorithm then pushes it out to even more people. So sometimes, and I hate to say this, it is quantity over quality. If you've got the same clips, the same pictures, because it is sending it out to a whole new audience almost every time, you can kind of get away with reusing a lot of the same content. If you've got a good hook as well, which is really, really important.
Which you do a lot of the time.
Get that bit of the music out to it. And it's a case of testing it as well. Yeah. Sometimes songs that I think are going to like pop off on the algorithm, they just don't. And then like there'll be this other bit of a song that I'm like, oh, that's all right. Yeah. But you put it on there anyway, you try it a few times, and then you figure out, oh, actually that bit catches on. So it's a lot of trial and error, and it's not overthinking the trial and error either. You don't have to be perfect the first time, because as I say, it goes out to different audiences so much that, if someone's seen 2 seconds of your band and they move on, they might see it come up again once or twice, but if they're not engaging with it then, they're probably never going to engage with it. So you don't have to worry about, getting it right. Yeah. Straight away.
Are you a bit of a perfectionist for that kind of thing, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had to tell myself, that perfect is kind of the enemy of done or good enough. So trying to get it perfect is like
it's impossible.
Yeah. You'll never put anything out there if you're constantly looking.
I find if it's perfect, it'll be boring. If it was perfect, then you're never going to be happy with it being perfect, because you're like always trying to find the flaw.
There's always something, yeah. So for me, there's a point where I would say good enough is good enough, and I've reached that point now where I'm confident in the stuff that I'm putting out. So yeah, for TikTok, kind of I think the one thing that really got me from like my stuff not getting to anyone to actually sort of getting out there to a bigger audience is just consistently posting to a new audience, addressing new people. You know, give me 2.5 seconds of your time. You know, like, oh, this is, I don't know, we're a small band and we're inviting you to come and listen. Like, come and just try something.
You sound like a
new,
big band.
You know, so.
The sound is really decent. Like when I was at your rehearsal, I was like, oh, lovely. I was so happy sitting there. I was like, yes, this is a great. Wait, what genre would you what would you call yourself?
You said new metalcore, right?
So new metalcore is what I go with because I think it's a wide net. Because we kind of don't. We have a lot of new metal tendencies. There's a lot of sort of like bouncy riffs. There's a lot of fast spoken sort of like
loads of zeros and ones.
Lots of zeros and ones. Very important.
At one point, I did think you were rapping, and I was like, huh? What was that?
Well, there's a song, Quiet Place to Die, it's sort of like that, where it's just you that can,
I think it's got that sort of triplet,
like
da 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 sort of vocal style as well, which is really popular in rap. So I do take a little bit of like influence from that side of it. So yeah, the new metal bit fits. The metalcore for like the kind of more modern production, synthesizers in there, you know, little like sort of ramps and sub drops and just loads of little production elements that, you know, for me, I think really add to a mix and bulk it out. And then, yeah, so I kind of go by new metalcore, but I also have some hardcore influences. Some people have sort of used the deathcore as well, which I wouldn't call us anywhere near, but I get where people are coming from with some of the faster riffs.
I would say it was that heavy.
No, definitely not. Still got like more of a sort of bouncy, groovy sort of element to it. But it's kind of all over the place. I think another one that a lot of people go with for sort of similar bands to me, like Throne as an example, is like Pistcore, which I love. I just love that name. Like, it's great. So.
Sorry, it's giving me giggles.
Yeah, oh no, I can go with that. I can go with that as well. That's a cool one.
Okay, so ideal production on stage for both of you as a band. Go.
Well, you've heard mine already.
Yeah, but is that for just you or is that as a band? Because your style is quite different.
Obviously, you've heard my opinion on it. So yeah, see what you would do production wise.
Right, so yours was in the last episode.
Yes.
Your opinion, right? Okay. So, for me, I think
you like a hoodie, don't you?
Yeah. I think to be honest, it's quite minimal. My thoughts. I am a lighting guy though, so you would hate me.
Oh God.
Because it would be like MIDI controlled lights, you know, like things synced up to the songs, means to an end, flashing like mad.
Oh no! Don't say that.
I would be well up for that.
So that's why you look like you wanted to kill me when I mentioned strobes.
Yeah, when you were like no strobes, I was like, really?
Well, if you're gonna have strobes, at least please give me some front light to work with.
I think front light is good as well though, because I do think a lot of the time that gets missed out by bands. I would like to have some lights on us.
It's a nightmare for us
some colours behind us, but generally I'm quite happy with like a big old banner, you know, some flashy lights doing some cool things. Other than that, just a lot of energy.
What about stage risers? Would you have those as well?
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. But I think I quite like. So there's if we're talking, so obviously I think you mentioned Bring Me the Horizon, and that is an insane stage setup, and I love it.
It is nuts. Couldn't do that in a small show though, could you?
No. But like, if I'm dreaming big, that would be really, really cool. And I like what Architects did as well with the LED screens behind them and like the 3 tiers going up. Like, I really, really like that sort of thing as well. But yeah, for just a basic sort of, you know, smaller scale show, it would be some cool custom lights, a banner, and just a ton of energy on stage.
You do kind of go for a colour theme. A lot of green.
That's like the phase.
Yeah,
so
the
if
phase.
you go back through sort of our Instagram page, you'll see it starts sort of red and then goes blue and is now green, and I'm just sort of working my way through.
You're going to go through the colours of the rainbow.
I think I don't know what I want to do next. I sort of come up with sort of a palette for like each release and work around that. So there's usually like a theme, and at the moment it's green. It's very sort of like.
Currently, you're in toad territory.
But it's working in that. I think what's important is being consistent, because now it's got to the point where when people sort of see one of these green tinted posts, it's
They're
almost like there's if you know the band already, you kind of half expect that, and I think that's something that it's building up an identity around how we how we conduct our visuals, and that is all part of the image. So that's the idea is to just build something consistent. Yeah.
Talk me through your production. Where does it start? Obviously, you write most of it, and then if you want to add something in, you usually do it in rehearsal, just randomly. Yeah. But you do write most of it. So from the beginning, what do you start with? What do you end with?
It's so funny because the reason I've been able, I think, to write so many songs so quickly and get them recorded and finished and out there is because I've started prioritising vocals and the vocal rhythm over, say, writing like a guitar riff or some other element of production. I think where I was guitar focused in my previous projects, in that I was the guitarist, I would still write songs like full songs. I'd still write full songs, but I was more focused on what, say, the riffs were and things like that. Whereas I think now I view the guitar as sort of a more of a piece of it as opposed to something that is sort of like front and centre. So I prioritise now either a phrase or like a hook or even just a rhythm. I'm not even necessarily got words in my head. I'm like, I want to do a song that has like a certain beat to it, or I want a certain vocal beat. And I go, okay, that works. And then I'll write the words around it, and I'll probably get a song's worth of lyrics. And then I'll work the rest of the song around the lyrics, which is, I guess, not as not as common. In a lot of the times the lyrics or the music, the lyrics come after the music, or we're adding the words to the song structure. And it's like, no, I structure the whole thing around the vocals, which is probably why we don't sort of like go back to the same riffs all the time, or like the song will have like an odd structure. It's because I've just written a load of words and I need the music to fit around that. Yeah. So
that is the one thing I did notice that was odd.
I thought it kind of worked though, like especially when I got to your rehearsal, and you just went straight into it. Yeah. And obviously you added your little bits.
Yeah, my little bits.
Yeah, your little bits I've been working on. But I think it's so handy for him to come at you with lyrics and practically a full song, and then you just add your little bits in. I thought that was
it was sort of coming into a band where it's already sort of like established. You had Sam, Rick already, to coming in and then basically learning a structure that's just foreign to me. Basically, I'm used to like a 4/4 tempo. I'm used to basically like intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge.
Yeah, that sort
of thing. Yeah. And then I always make it important that the chorus needs to be the hook, right? So when I was like showed your songs, it's like, where's the hook? And then you had incomplete, and then you got space as well. You got like the groovy bits, and I'm like, there's the hook. Yeah. It's very weird how you do it. But it works in its own way.
I think it works really well.
It's when I think it's just where I have this idea, like I say, I have these vocals, I have that in my head, I will go home, and then I'll start to hear the drum beat around it, and then I'll start to see where the guitar's pocket is, and I'll build it up from there. So the next thing I'm doing once I'm at the computer and I'm at home, I will start to build up on it, because I very rarely write sat at home. I'll go out, I'll be at work, I'll be walking somewhere or whatever, and I'll have my notes app out and I'll be just writing stuff down. And then I'll get home and put it all down in Logic, and then I was like, okay, this is the structure, this is where I'm going with it, and then all the production and everything from that point onwards is all just sort of the technical mixing bit, I suppose, which again, the mixing and mastering.
I just don't know how you do it all, just doing everything. I'm just like, whoa.
Same. I don't really know how I do it either. I didn't learn through any sort of courses or through going to studios and stuff. Thank you. No, honestly, it means a lot, because like I say, I haven't learned through any sort of like academic methods. I've just played around with.
Taught yourself.
Yeah, I've just played around with Logic for like the best part of 10 years now.
Yeah.
And just figured it out.
It's nuts. It's absolutely insane.
Like, you know, you watch tutorials, you go online, you see what sort of like some, you know, professionals do, and you talk to people, and then you get feedback. And
your brain's like a sponge; it just absorbs everything.
And so, I think it's one of those things where it's like, if I want to learn something, I just will. I'll be like, okay.
Determination. That's what you need in a band.
I have a goal. I have an objective. I want this to sound like that, and I'll just keep working at it until it does. And so far, so good. Like, you know, generally people have been really, really supportive about the output, and have been really complimentary about how you know, Malicious is sounding, which is really nice. So yeah.
I mean, when I first heard you, I did think this has got to be a bigger band. I was like, what the
No,
hell?
it's just a guy in a room.
Just a guy in his room.
Yep.
In his back cave.
Pretty much.
Okay, so future plans for the band. Have you got any gigs coming up or any plans?
So there's none confirmed right now. But once we get some bits, the plan is to just hit the ground running. So it will be get one in, and then just keep going, get as many as possible booked up for as long as we can, in as many places as possible.
All over England.
Everywhere we can, everywhere we can. And then just kind of build up from there, keep using the, you know, the traction from whatever gig we've done to just go to the next thing and then the next thing. And obviously, like, I've got a lot of help from my brother, who is a photographer, and he shoots pretty much everything we do. He'll come to rehearsals, he'll be at gigs, and I know he will be there to kind of do.
It's handy when it's your brother, you can rely on him.
Yeah, he's brilliant, and we have like some good sort of like arrangements for how it works as well. So like, you know, he gets a lot of use out of, like, for example, my camera, because I've got quite a decent camera.
Yeah.
He'll get to use mine kind of whenever he wants, but he also does then use it for Malicious stuff as well, and he will spend a good amount of time going through editing.
Yeah.
And he works really hard for us, actually. He was, if Malicious wasn't, like, I say all me, it's not, because he's been there since day one. You know, the first time I had a studio session booked to record the vocals, he was there taking pictures of that session.
Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah, definitely. This is Ryan's frame on Instagram.
Yeah, shout him out.
I'm going to plug him because he's brilliant and really, really helpful. So yeah, no, he was the original second member, I think, because, you know,
He's a member of the band.
Yeah, so much of the vision has actually come from him as well. So, you know, I'll give him like an idea.
Photographers are very important for image.
Very, very.
But they need to make you look good, so I would agree on that.
Yep. So future festivals, where would you like to play? Ideally.
Download.
Yeah, download straight away.
Download, like,
I think Bloodstock for you.
Bloodstock as well. Why not both?
Yeah.
You can do both in one, yeah.
Maybe a couple of years from now.
Drew big, you'll get there.
Yeah. No, I've just, and that was on, like, Download was one that I would just like, I'd love to get the opportunity to do. Even, again, doesn't matter the size of the stage, just, I just want to be.
You just want to be on the bill.
Yeah, it would be amazing. That would be a dream come true. Yeah. So, yeah, that's one.
Top 5 artists you want to tour with, both of you.
Oh God.
As a band.
Oh,
Do it as a band. So if you were going to take Malicious Compliance on tour, who would it be with?
I'm going to say, probably will never happen.
No, but if it could.
But if it did, if we were asked, Architects.
Ooh.
That'd be a big one.
That would be huge.
That would be huge.
Jesus.
So lower key, and I've mentioned them already, but Throne, because I love their sound. In that, like, Malicious also has quite a similar sound to them.
Yeah, I'd say quite similar to them.
But also, I basically worship anything that Buster Alderham works on as a producer, and him being their drummer. If I had the opportunity to, like, actually talk, like, have a proper conversation with him, it would, just.
We'll tag him in this part.
Like,
can you talk to Carl, please?
just say hello.
Say hi. That's what we got to do.
But yeah, no, he anything like he works on, I will study. And be like, how can I make my stuff sound like this?
I want to sound exactly like that.
He's insanely good at mixing, and is behind a lot of that sort of modern metal sound. You know, I think between sort of him, Zach Savini, and a couple of others, like, you know, when you get really into the production element, I see his name pop up everywhere. And so yeah, it's a big inspiration for me. I'd love to tour with them.
That links perfectly onto my next question.
Go on.
What bands do you aspire to be like?
Oh, that's a difficult one.
I mean, you kind of already answered it.
This is more from your brain though, because it's your.
Yeah, but you're part of it, so you can still say who you would aspire to be like, stage production wise, sound wise, everything like that.
So sound wise, I feel like I've covered.
Yeah, Throne.
Somehow, yeah, Throne.
I would say stage production, Bring Me, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be insane because there's like Bring Me with their latest tours have been sort of all about crafting a narrative as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have not given really much thought to like a storyline. Like most of my songs are just sort of lyrically are just how I'm feeling about a particular moment in time, and yeah. So I think tying that to a bigger story would be a real challenge, but it could be quite fun actually. And
you love a story, don't you?
I do love a story. I do.
Right. What was it? So what was the question again? Sorry.
What bands do you aspire to be like, stage production wise and sound wise?
So I've said production. But
Bring Me the Horizon.
Okay. Sound wise, I'm going to answer just personally. Like 2001 era Slipknot, I think.
Ooh, Daddy's laughing in the background.
Is Ohio. Is it Iowa? That's the one. That album, yeah.
Yeah, that sort of era.
That
because
sort of era.
I think Corey's vocals in that at that point. There's a really good live DVD that they did in London at that time. I think it was early 2002 that it was filmed. Insane. His vocals are ridiculous, and so from a personal sort of like performance level, if I could sound like that live, yeah, I've completed it. Like vocals done it. Like yeah, that was yeah. So but that's one for me. That was what I would aspire to be like in terms of that performance. Kind of sound. I guess I've already sort of answered that. Production.
What about sound for you? Where would you? You can have a differing opinion to him, even though you're in the same band.
Yeah, I've not thought about the sound too much.
You just go with the flow with everything, don't you?
I just basically just go with it. Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one. I quite like Limp Bizkit sound.
That's fine.
Oh, the bassist.
Yeah, I know. Obviously,
died.
it is. Yes, rip. But the fact that they, Slipknot DJ, Limp Bizkit do a DJ, that'd be pretty cool to sort of have like that in there as well. I'd find.
I think on a lower key band that's still doing like really well at the moment is Graphic Nature, and they have like
Love
the kind
as well.
of
Danny's clapping in the background.
They have that kind of turntables sort of sounds in there as well, and also they are a massive inspiration for me in terms of like their image, the way they're scaling their shows as well live. I saw them at the Underworld. Maybe 2023, I think, and they were just insanely good. It was such a good vibe. So yeah, no, that's something that I think could be incorporated really well.
But the reason why I say those is because when I saw them, like every single one of Limp Bizkit's songs, basically everyone's just going absolutely nuts, everyone's jumping. It's like that's.
You love that energy.
I love the energy. Like,
I think they're massively like. To be honest, it's not exactly a hot take to say this anymore, but. They were underrated in terms of the musicianship as well. I mean, everyone is, Wes Borland's a genius. Like, there's a lot of people saying that now. But it was a very unpopular opinion at when they were at their peak. Was that like, they're actually pretty good musically because they were just not taken seriously by the industry. But I feel like Fred's I feel like they're a very clever band and they know what they're doing.
Well, they had a niche, didn't they? They figured out their niche and then it basically just made them massive. Yeah.
I mean, he was in, like Fred Durst was in the headlines all the time. For love him or hate him, people were talking about them and they had a huge fan base, and I think there's a lot to be said for that.
I always say bad press is good press depending on what it is.
It really depends on what it is.
Depends on what it is, especially nowadays.
Yes.
Another band that people hate on a lot is Nickelback. Why?
I know, why?
I don't understand it. I actually love them. I don't care what you say.
Take them or leave them. I don't hate them, but
there is like a trend of hating them at the moment.
There is, yeah.
It's so stupid.
I think it's less cool to hate them now. I think
Why was
Sleep
it even
Token
cool
are
in
taking
the
that
first
spot.
Well, I think it's more because obviously all their songs are about women, sex, all that sort of thing.
Like most bands.
Like most bands, but it was very replicated and duplicated constantly, so people just got really, really annoyed with it. It's like, Nickelback's so fucking annoying, but I don't hate them. Like, every song slaps.
Yeah.
I don't hate them.
It's such a good band.
I know.
What is the problem?
Chad Kruger's a great lyricist.
Yeah.
It's just, I think people, some people just really like to hate what's popular.
Mm-hmm.
And Nickelback are one of those bands that maybe not everyone talks about, especially like as much nowadays, but they have a huge fan base.
But
like huge.
the thing that the hate did do is propel them further.
Well, yeah,
So it's like people don't hate them anymore because it's like you hate them, it's just going to make them massive even more. So
I'm sure they don't care. It's earning them lots more money.
No, exactly. So it's helped.
Okay, we're going to go on to the silly segment. My
Silly
favourite part.
segment.
Silly segment. Okay, I'm going to ask you first, Carl.
Okay.
Would you rather have spaghetti for hair or sweat maple syrup forever?
Bruh.
Oh, that's horrible. Both of those are horrible.
It's horrible, isn't it? Both of them are horrible.
I don't like
There's no
that.
good option there.
I don't want spaghetti for hair. I'll sweat maple syrup.
Oh, you'd be sticky forever though.
Yeah, I'd smell like
Imagine like you just had a really nice rehearsal and you're just just stuck to the carpet or like you just
that
really
would be,
like
yeah, but I can't deal with spaghetti hair. Like.
And the spaghetti hair is going to have loads of tomato ketchup. It's just dripping.
Oh, okay, right. So
Yeah.
this is
Are you adding to that scenario?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm adding to it, and you've also got really long hair, so it's even worse.
Yes, I can agree.
I think I'd sweat maple syrup. You could just lick it off yourself if you.
No. Oh.
It's maple syrup. It tastes good.
That's what I mean. Like at least okay, yeah. I'm
Daddy's
sticky,
really
but at least-
cringing in the corner.
At least I don't have spaghetti.
Yeah, but
hair, I'll
eventually,
smell
like, just the amount of maple syrup you could like eat off yourself, right? You
It's gonna be sick in a minute.
would just eventually just like feel ill.
I don't know if I would. I'm really bad sweet tooth actually. So I'm constantly. I would if I could eat sweet all the time. I would. I'm not really a savoury type of person. I like my pastries, as you know.
Just imagine it will come in handy. It's like, oh, I ain't got no maple syrup.
Yeah, just lick it off yourself. Okay, would you rather have to sing everything you say for a week, or only be able to whisper and use interpretive dance? I didn't say that right, but
Right, hang on. So.
feel free to read it yourself off the
Yeah,
phone.
go on then. Okay. Would I rather have to sing everything I say, or only be able to whisper and use interpretive dance?
So you said it right. Smooth the table.
Sing everything.
That's
I say.
like constantly whatever you say is like,
Oh.
I'm singing a song about my day. Yeah.
Yeah, give me that. I'll do that. I'll take
But
that.
it can't be like that. It has to be
Like
constant,
every
like your
word
voice.
you say is a song. Like every
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that. That'd be a laugh.
your little screamy vocals as well. So that's going to damage your vocal
Oh.
cords.
Well, no. I mean, if you do it right, you'll be fine. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll do
You
that.
know what we've got to add to the silly segment? If we did it with Rosie, could we do it with all heavy singers?
Go on.
You have to give us your best.
Listen to means to an end. Like.
Just listen to the music. Go on, here
Yeah.
we go. Here we go.
I don't want to do it in here.
Shall I do it first? Go on,
You
do
didn't
it.
even touch your microphone.
Oh, I don't know
you
where it
touched
is.
It's
Where is
too
it?
quiet. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't like
There
the
it is.
environment for it.
Go on, Ant, you do it.
that.
Fine, I'll just. Bleh. Bleh.
There.
It's really. Bleh.
Okay, so you would rather sing everything you
Yeah,
say?
yeah. Give me. I'll do that for a week.
Would you do that or dance?
Well, I can't dance, so I've got to choose to sing. But then I can't sing, so
Yeah, I
it's-
think I'd dance. I think I would dance actually. just a silly little dance all the time. Oh god, this is horrible, this one. Would you rather have a permanent clown nose or clown shoes that squeak loudly with every step?
Clown shoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd have a nose because it
Yeah, but
doesn't
they're
really affect
massive.
me.
Imagine trying to drive your car in those. It's not. It wouldn't work.
Not practical, is
And
it?
you're squeaking very loudly.
So you sound like SpongeBob, but dressed
Yeah.
in clown shoes.
That's horrible. Both of the questions
I'd
are
rather
horrible.
take a nose because it's more practical.
I also hate clowns, so I'd be scared of myself. I look in the mirror and go, fuck.
No, put me in clown shoes every day. That'd be hilarious. It would get annoying, I suppose.
Yeah,
but
it
it
Yeah,
would
but
be-
just imagine being in the office at work. It's just like
I know.
turning up, just clown shoes.
That would be so funny.
And they squeak loudly every time
Yeah.
you walk. Yeah. Oh god, you piss everyone off, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere but only while screaming, or fly but only 2 feet above the ground and very slowly.
So you have to scream to teleport?
Yeah. So every time you teleport anywhere, you scream really loudly.
I'll
So people
pick
will know you're coming.
Oh god. So if I scream and teleport, does that mean I'm screaming on the other end?
Yeah, you're screaming the whole time.
God.
To the point of where you
You'll
start
just like appear in a room.
screaming
Yeah.
in the
Ah!
air.
Ah!
think of what Marvel film is it, where Loki is falling. I'm
I've been
falling
falling
for
for
30 minutes! Like
Yes.
that. But you'd be screaming
Yes.
the whole time. So you would scream?
I'd do that. Yeah, I think I'd do
I
that.
think I'd
yeah.
scream, yeah.
I'd take being able to.
I mean, you know, I'd take that. Oh, fancy a Mackey's. Ah! In Mackey's. Come back again. There you go.
You just scare the absolute
You
shit
would.
out of everyone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, also with the flying one, you're only 2 feet above the ground. And very slowly,
Yeah.
which is pointless.
It's pointless.
So yeah, I think we'd all teleport and scream.
So that's not going to get me through traffic, is it? It's just pointless.
Okay, would you rather be followed around by a dramatic orchestra that plays every time you make a decision, or by a guy named Steve who narrates your life in a monotone voice?
Oh, give me the orchestra.
Yeah, I think everything would just make your life so dramatic
Yeah.
if you had an orchestra following you around
I
everywhere.
reckon it'd be
I'd
pretty
find
funny
really
to have.
I struggle to
No,
say that.
and it's going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
To contemplate life in the mirror. I reckon it'd be really funny.
Ant is now having a poo.
And he's now having a poo.
No, give me the orchestra.
Yeah, I think I'd go
Yeah,
orchestra
every
as well.
time. Every time.
Okay, would you rather have your arms replaced with poo?
What? Poo arms?
Whatever the other one is.
I was trying to say pool noodles.
Pool.
Yeah, you know the things
Okay,
in
yeah.
your swimming
Yeah,
pool.
pool.
Yeah, those things. Or your legs replaced with pogo sticks.
Pogo stick legs.
Yeah, I think I'd go.
I
for
could still
pogo
play a
sticks.
guitar.
Yeah.
That's true.
On noodles,
could.
I'd be screwed, wouldn't I?
Well, yeah, because they're a weird shape, aren't they? At the end, you wouldn't have any fingers.
Yeah, no, exactly. It just,
You'd just be.
Yeah, that
I
was
feel like a pirate from Family Guy.
I've never seen
Like,
that.
have you
actually.
not?
No.
yeah, give me-
Okay, next subject. I'm gonna get dark
Oh
again.
god, here we go.
Cancel culture.
Okay, right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Carl, I'm gonna start with you.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on cancel culture? Positive, negative? Say what you want.
Well, I think that's the thing. I think people can say what they want, but that doesn't mean that people have to like it.
Yeah.
And so if a group of fans says, hang on a second, that doesn't align with my values, then I'm not going to listen to you anymore. And I would encourage other people not to as well. I think they're perfectly within their rights to do that. You know, it's not to say it's always a measured response necessarily, but you know, if I hear somebody say something that I think is, oh, I don't really like that, and I don't really want to listen to the band anymore, because I kind of can't separate that. I kind of always think like about that thing that member said or did or
you
whatever.
have it in the back of your head.
Then yeah,
Listen
like
to
then
that.
then I don't think so. To be honest, it depends how you, I guess I wouldn't look at it as like cancel culture. I just look at it as people kind of just doing what they want to do. You have the freedom to say those things, but other people have the freedom to disagree with it and not listen to you anymore. So
is there a level to it as well? Because I've seen some bands, they do get cancelled for silly things sometimes. Obviously, when there's more serious stuff, then yeah, you do pay attention to it.
yes, yeah.
But there is some silly bits where it's just like, I
I
feel like
just
it's
feel like
coming
it-
from a fan that disagrees with a very small
Mm.
opinion that someone has said.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but if something stupid like they don't like cats or dogs, like something silly
I
like that.
don't know. I think it's just down to the person. If you know, like I can, you know, they can choose what they feel is too much, or is an opinion that they just can't get on board with. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I think the line is with the person basically. So like my line might be different to somebody else's. And I also think a lot of the time, to be honest, cancel culture just doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know, you can have a whole bunch of fans that rally around a point and say like, you know, we don't agree with this and we're not going to listen to you anymore. 9 times out of 10, if the musician or the whoever they are ignores it and just keeps going and goes on about their lives, within 6 months everyone's forgotten about it anyway.
Yeah.
You'll always get your people that go, no, I can't listen to them since that event or whatever. But they're live. Things tend to go on as normal.
Yeah.
So yeah,
especially when
I
they don't address it.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the time, it's better to just ignore it for the person being cancelled, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. My opinion on cancel culture is just that I don't know. Everyone will kind
It does
of have their
feel
own.
like a manhunt for most of the time. The more serious stuff, I understand. Yeah, you are going to go after a band like that. But again, if it's a silly opinion like you don't like dogs, you don't like cats. It is
I
silly
don't know
to go.
of many bands that have been cancelled.
I know, but that was just an example because I couldn't think of like a direct silly thing that someone's said about a band. But there is some silly things that could just leave them alone. Like, it doesn't really need to be.
Great point though. Nickelback. That's the whole, went for the whole cancel culture thing.
Yeah,
They come out the other end of it.
They just jump onto it though. Like they don't even know why they hate them.
That's what it gets. Yeah, I mean, at least if you're going to have an opinion, at least kind of, educate
Back
yourself on what it is. Then I would
You need to be able.
I would
to
encourage people to do their
understand.
research for sure.
You need to be able to understand why you hate them all of a sudden, not just. I think a lot of people, especially younger people, do jump onto it. Like Sleep Token now.
Oh, the Sleep Token hate feels quite forced.
It's just ridiculous. Like, didn't he win the drummer won Drum of the Year or something?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got a literal award and you're still saying all the band's shit, but how are they shit? It doesn't make any sense. Everyone just jumps onto one opinion.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for people having their own opinion though. Like, I'm sure yours is slightly different to Karl's, where you do you agree with cancel culture? You just you're very much opinionated, which isn't a bad thing, I don't think.
I agree with it and don't agree with it. It depends on what they're trying to cancel. If it's,
like again, if it's a serious
if it's
thing,
controversial, like singer's done something dodgy, yes.
yeah, then they should be manhunted.
Like Ian Watkins.
Oh
that
God.
sort of thing, yeah.
I was wondering how long it was going to take before.
But that sort of thing, yes. But like, if it depends on what it is, I would say. But
I feel like I've been a professional fence sitter, to be honest. I'm just like, well, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm going to really say on the matter. But if you do something
in
stupid,
case you get cancelled.
yeah, well, if you do something stupid, then to face the consequences for it. But it, like I said, it just depends on what it is. If you can't really cancel someone if they've got a different view on other people's views, but it depends again on what they're trying to have
what the
views
subject
on.
is on. Yeah, fair enough. Right, that brings us to the end of the episode with Karl. He will be back with Rosie talking about collaborations, and the next episode we'll be talking to Danny, which she's so excited
Producer
for.
Danny.
Producer Danny, well, co-owner Danny. Right, we will see you next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Where the fuck am I in some space? Where the fuck am I in some space?